Well, guess they got Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy expresses remorse for ignorant Joe. Come on, really? You're holding him to a standard, today's standards for something he did 20 years ago, 30 years ago. What year did that come out? I was really little when Raw came out. And Delirious, both of them. What do you
I
think?
wa- I watched the hell out of Raw
Also, hello
and
everyone.
Delirious.
I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Who are you? Why are you here?
I am Rob Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge After Dark, and Robot Shlomo, and I'm here because I found this, and I said to myself, "Oh no,
They got him.
not
This is like finding that the aliens have abducted and turned your celebrities, your entertainers, your friends, your family, one by one into pod people.
this
You
is
know,
invasion. If this is invasion of the Body Snatchers, what have you done to Ed?"
and we react like this because every single day it's a new comedian or somebody who has to apologize for something that might be a little insensitive, and what's worse, he's apologizing for being the standard of comedy in the 1980s. You were the best in the 80s. You can't apologize for that. Why would you apologize for that? Okay, you want to work now in this crazy Hollywood
All
that
right,
is like
all right,
World War II bad guys, a level of crazy. Because that's what they're doing.
all right. I'm sorry for being the biggest name in comedy in the '80s. What did I know? I didn't know all these damn millennials come along. Like that's a horrible Eddie Murphy impression.
Oh, but now you can't impersonate somebody who's not an Italian guy pretending to be a Jewish robot now. Because that's insensitive. You
yeah.
have to be yourself.
Yes, that's conflating. I've been me. Okay, I've be yourself. I've been myself. It never worked. It didn't work before. It's time to be somebody else. So
But this is just, it's getting ridiculous. And this is coming from the New York Times article. I don't know
yeah.
if you read some of that.
Well,
Eddie Murphy
yeah.
is bringing Eddie Murphy back by destroying everything that made him Eddie Murphy in the first place.
So anyway, it says here Eddie Murphy opens up to the New York Times in preparation for his impending comeback. That's the key thing to remember.
Mm-hmm.
In preparation for his impending comeback. In an interview with the New York Times, Eddie Murphy discussed the past few decades in preparation for his impending return to the spotlight. Over the next year, Murphy will have a starring role as Rudy Moore in My Dolomite Is My Name. Saturday Night Live, host Saturday Night Live for the first time in 35 years, and star in the sequel to 1988's Coming to America, which I freaking love. Love that
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that's a great movie.
Additionally, a watch party.
That'd be
Uh,
great. But now, I mean, wouldn't it be sad, though? Because now we're going to be in, like, these woke times where he's apologizing for things, meaning he's going to be inclusive and diverse and a token accessory ethnic group or disability or protected weight category or whatever Wokemon they want to throw on screen to make it diverse and representative instead of, focusing on it being funny.
the Nutty Professor was body shaming, was fat shaming. But that's where most of the jokes came from.
Right?
Well, anyway, additionally, Murphy will record a stand-up comedy special for Netflix, his first feature since Raw in 1987. When asked about the revered classics, Murphy revealed that thank you, Mr. Motorcycle, revealed that he cringes at his old material. He
Oh.
admits he was dealing with a breakup at the time. I was a young guy processing a broken heart, kind of an a-hole. He said Murphy references being picketed due to the homophobic material in his specials, which he now recognizes as quote unquote ignorant, as well as 1996. With that considered, he says there's no anxiety about returning to the stage in 2019. I have a whole lifetime of experiences to draw upon. Murphy said there was a time when I was the center of everything, what I was doing, and how funny I was and how popular. I'm not the center anymore. Now my kids are everything. Everything revolves around them.
Right, so we're going to get a bunch of dad jokes, and we're not going to get anything groundbreaking, cutting edge, anything that might be funny. It's going to be the sanitized, sterilized pod people invasion of the body snatchers. PC approved, non-offensive. Hey, aren't my kids great? Look at the funny thing my kid did. I don't like that comedy. I don't care. I don't want to hear what
Yeah.
your stupid kid did. I don't care.
Well, anyway, let me take this bit from the New York Times. He also said, "Stand up, stop being fun," but now he regrets giving it up once he returns. He said he will never abandon it again. I went through all that stuff, so this is not scary. He said about the controversies over jokes. He pointed that he had been picketed and apologized for material about AIDS that he now calls ignorant, before adding on the subject of anxiety by comics today. All this stuff they're talking about. Hey, welcome to the club. But so you know what he's doing? He's pre-apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
He's, before anyone says to him, Eddie Murphy is so like totally insensitive and we should like cancel him. Cancel Eddie Murphy. He's pre-apologizing for stuff he did 25 years ago. For stuff he did 35 years ago.
This is what gets me. This is what gets me so mad. They're expecting people to be these perfect Mary Sue characters that they see on screen and never say anything wrong, never do anything wrong, and have to apologize for some dumb thing they say. And yeah, it's not okay. Obviously, we know it's not okay to make fun of people with AIDS, people with disabilities, people of different colors. We get that. Right, and there is a way and a time and a place where some things were more acceptable than others. Some things like a little were almost like straddling the line of crossing the line of being a little inappropriate. But you cannot hold everybody to today's standards from way back when.
I think this interview was done before Chappelle's special, because it sounds very much like he, okay, listen, I'm not Eddie Murphy. I've seen his material, but I really don't think he wanted to apologize. He shouldn't have to apologize, first of all, for that material.
No, it was funny. He was like the #1 comedian. He was the gold standard.
Yes.
Everybody revered Raw, Delirious.
I wanted to be Eddie Murphy. I wanted to be Eddie Murphy. I wanted to be that. When I went to go see Raw, first time when I saw Delirious, I laughed my ass off on television. It's on HBO. Then when I went to see Raw, I was like, "This is what I want. This is something I want to do." And back into and you got to remember, comedy was a very, very different animal, especially stand up back then. I mean, comedians were rock stars.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Sam Kinison, Rodney Dangerfield, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, George Carlin. And all of them pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable.
And that's why they're funny, because they were doing it in ways that weren't pissing people off. You could laugh at yourself. You could see something in yourself and there and say, yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. And that's how we evolved, and we got over ourselves and learned that, hey, not everybody's perfect sometimes. And that's what Dave Chappelle did so brilliantly.
Dave Chappelle, I'm not the problem, you're the problem. Yeah. That's what people the problem.
We don't have time machines. We can't go back in time and say, hey, don't say this thing because in 30 years some idiot on Twitter is going to come for your balls. You can't predict that. You can't predict that anything that they're doing now is going to be like super offensive then. And I hope it is. I hope all these little idiots on Twitter who are running around, oh, white people suck, blah, 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 blah. I hope those people are ostracized the way they're going after people now and canceling. I hope they get a taste of their own medicine with as crazy as they are.
But look at how far we've gone though from in stand-up comedy. We went from Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, Sam Kinison, Rodney Dangerfield, to Trevor Noah. And I know I'd like to beat up on Trevor Noah a lot, but he kind
of deserves it though.
Yeah, he is the face of what's wrong with modern stand-up and with modern. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he's so silly. Oh, he's so silly. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are Americans so stupid? Shut up. Go shut the.
I was watching some stand-up special or some. It was like some game show or something. It was, I think, it was on Comedy Central. It was something hosted by Chris Hardwick or something. It might have been at midnight. I might not have. It was something similar to that. I don't think it was even at midnight. It was something where they brought out like three little stand-up comedians, and one of them was some idiot little girl with glasses. And I say little girl because she had to been like 25. Here I'm an old I'm older than I look. You guys can't see the crow's feet and wrinkles, but good lighting, camera angle. But this girl just was giggling at her own jokes incoherently. You couldn't understand what the crap she was talking about. She was a blithering idiot, and she didn't make any sense. She didn't have jokes or material.
No,
she didn't. No. She just went out there and just started blabbing. That's not stand-up comedy. That's open mic night, and I don't want any part of that open mic night because that girl would be booed off the stage.
No. They gave Nikki Glazer a show.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of hers. Every joke of hers is like, hey, oh, no, I didn't really mean that, though, but not really. Oh, Harry said something offensive, but not really. Well, don't fucking say it. If you don't have the balls to say it, Nikki Glazer, don't fucking say it.
But, I mean, like I said,
she goes back on every joke she makes, and that's why I don't like her.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, this is the state of modern comedy where Eddie Murphy has to apologize for jokes he made over 30 years ago. I mean, no, you should not be apologizing, Ed. Ed, don't apologize. Don't apologize for any of it. So yeah, you know what? I said it. It was a different time. Hey, but
it's a different time. I'm sorry you don't have a sense of humor and can't see how times were different. I'm sorry that you're holding me to a standard that doesn't apply because you are high and mighty and have a time machine and can go back and delete every tweet you said 20 years ago. Actually, I saw a funny thing from Harlan Williams today tweeted out. He said, hey, elephants are fat and stupid and clouds are ugly. Come and cancel me in 20 years or something. He said it a lot better. I retweeted it. It was great. That's where we're at now. It's like you have to you have to kind of realize how ridiculous this whole cancel culture is. All I hear is a bunch of whiny little children. You're offending me. You're offending. Good. I don't care. You're not mature enough to be around other people if you're offended. I'm sorry. That's just kind of how I'm getting to be an old grumpy curmudgeon. Not that I wasn't 20 years ago, mind you, because I grew up on George Carlin material and all of the angry good comedians who had points. This is why I am the way I am. This is why I hang around comedians like this weirdo. because you have to understand that people need to lighten the crap up about some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's like I said, we've gotten way up too uptight. I mean, like and I don't want to say that, but it's just become a convenient fallback position that I have to apologize for this joke and there are jokes that I've said and I've told people if I make there's a difference between a racial joke and a racist joke.
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference between a gay joke and a homophobic joke.
Right.
Yeah, there is a difference between a joke about women and a joke about that joke that is misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't get me wrong. Well, you've got women like Whitney Cummings, who another one I can't stand, by the way, always taking shots at men and there's men running around with their penises and. Okay, that's not funny. That's funny for like a tiny little audience, right?
Yeah.
But that's acceptable to make fun of men, and in 20 years we're gonna say, oh my god, these are horribly sexist comedians who are out there taking shots at men constantly. And by the way, I don't think that's funny.
No, it's not funny, and the reason why that, yes, it only works for half the audience.
Mm-hmm.
That she loses half the audience. Yeah.
Well, or the rest of the audience. Nowadays we've got male audience members. who look like the typical Ethan Van Sciver soy drawing, with the little spiky hair, the little goatee beards, and the glasses, and they all look kind of like that, and they all say the same. Oh, I'm offended. You shouldn't say that.
I'm offended.
That's it. You know what? If you're offended, good. Maybe you should be. Maybe you should be. Hey, that's offensive, but it's fucking hilarious, right? Because sometimes it is, and nobody means any harm by stuff. That's the difference. People don't understand context. They don't understand that you're not out there saying you hate a certain specific group of people. You're saying, hey, that's a silly thing this person did.
I've always said, and I've said it repeatedly, all those guys that Ethan Van Sciver draws that look like that, they remind me of all the guys who went to Lilith Fair
Yeah.
during the 90s and just tried to pick up hairy armpitted chicks. Yeah, I really love Annie DeFranco. It makes me feel so in touch with women's issues. And after a while, they started believing it.
Annie DeFranco isn't good either. I've heard a couple of her albums.
Oh,
she is the rambliest, most disjointed musician. That it's like she's making crap up as she goes along. There's just so many lyrics just piled in. It's like Dylan if Dylan had no talent.
Yeah, but that's the thing. All the people that complain, I don't want to say their motives are disingenuous, but when it's like eventually they start to believe it, and they're complaining about this guy. They're complaining about Robin. They complain about. They try to take down Gordon Ramsay for something he did on the Tonight Show 20 odd years ago. Yeah. No, too late. All right. But that's all I got.
So, final thoughts on this, since we've kind of beaten this one to death a little bit. Don't apologize, Eddie. Come back. We miss you.
Come back, Ed. We miss you.
They got him. Oh, Eddie Murphy. I guess pour one out for Eddie Murphy. I don't have anything good. I don't have any. I got tea. Pour some out for Eddie.
Bottle
Rip. Oh well. There's always Chappelle, I guess. Thanks guys so much for watching. If you're still here, definitely hit the like, subscribe, share the videos. Click the share button.
Sharing is caring.
I am Mecha Random 42. Who are you?
I'm Rob Robot Shlomo.
And we'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.